last season of Up Late App State started with a bang when a shark attacked a Zoom call and a party at the Love Shack went way out of hand, but the cops were too busy undercover on Tinder while this guy ate some ramen and went back into the past to prevent it all, making Bob Ringus tonight's big loser. But then a panda renamed the Washington football team and these guys moved in on top of your apartment. So we threw a frat party and we played some Among Us. And then Dr. Michael Bleeding Fury made a music video and discovered that Delaware doesn't exist, but his old friend Thad tracked him down and killed him. And then these guys reported the news, and Santa, he did something with a tortilla. And James, this plot doesn't make any sense. James, it's a sketch show? It's a sketch show. Up Late App State, Wednesdays at 9 on App TV.
Welcome back to Up Late App State. Not much has happened since we last talked to you, but in all seriousness, this is the start of a new era, an era of progress and unity where we can look back on the past mistakes and learn from them in order to steer towards a brighter tomorrow.
He means it's the start of season 10. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers will be the first team to ever play a Super Bowl in their home stadium. The predetermined location could give the Bucs a lucky advantage, but both teams will have to deal with the disadvantage of being in Florida.
The Wall Street Bets subreddit inflated the cost of GameStop stock over 300%, costing hedge funds millions of dollars in the process. Reddit hasn't made rich people this mad since they rickrolled Elon Musk.
These hedge funds had planned on shorting GameStop shares, relying on them losing value before returning them. Of course, who can blame them? Have you ever tried selling a 2-month-old game back to GameStop?
A batch of pepperoni Hot Pockets were recently recalled over possible glass and plastic contamination. Next week, they'll be taking ramen off the shelves for Biden's Michelle Obama Memorial Health Initiative health plan.
Pretty sure she's still alive.
HBO Max released a trailer for Godzilla vs. Kong, which will answer the lifelong question, who wins in a fight? Millie Bobby Brown or Coach Taylor from Friday Night Lights?
Credit Karma has been called out for using an outdated score rating called Vantage Score. Couldn't happen to me, though. I still use 1 through 10 tomatoes to rate my financial well-being.
Budweiser won't run a commercial during the Super Bowl for the first time in 37 years. Instead, they will be channeling money into boosting vaccine awareness. This was a total accident, of course, because they thought they were getting rid of the beer Corona.
Twitter has permanently banned the CEO of MyPillow, saying it should be Our Pillow. He has since moved on to Parler, joining the ranks of Alex Jones, Randy Quaid, and everyone you knew in high school.
A recent study has shown that shark population has dropped 71% since 1970. So, I guess in the end, humans always win.
Amanda Gorman, the youngest ever poet laureate, read her phenomenal piece, The Hill We Climb, at Joe Biden's inauguration. Afterwards, she was signed with one of the largest modeling agencies in the world. This serves as a powerful reminder of what others can accomplish when they set their minds to it.
JoJo Siwa recently came out, making her the second high-energy, squeaky-voiced Nickelodeon character to do so.
Within a month, Kanye West lost the presidential election and his marriage to Kim Kardashian, nixing his place in either of America's 2 most powerful families. His only comment on the matter was, "Whoop-diddy-scoop-poop. This may be a cry for help."
A North Carolina man hits 2 deer in his car only to return home and realize he's won the lottery. After tax, it came out to 1.6 million minus a couple of bucks.
Army Hammer from The Social Network is under fire for alleged cannibalism. This explains what happened to the other Winklevoss twin.
Lindsay Lohan has been brought in for questioning as well. ABC News reports that this is how close we are to the apocalypse. However, some experts believe that if we all wear our masks, socially distance, and get the vaccine, we could be this close.
Ex-President Trump has established the Office of the Former President in Palm Beach, Florida. I haven't seen any pictures of the office, but I'm guessing it's something on wheels.
Biden removed Trump's Diet Coke button from the Oval Office, replacing it instead with a Flaming Hot Cheetos lever.
Worst Cooks in America was canceled after a former winner was convicted of child murder, which is a lot like what will happen to Finding Bigfoot if that ever works out.
Nicolas Cage is going to be in a Five Nights at Freddy's-esque movie. That's it. That's the headline.
Microsoft has created an AI that replicates personalities and lets you talk to the dead. They took it down after employees persistently tried to recreate Jeffrey Epstein.
A COVID vaccine distribution center called in a Chick-fil-A manager to help with their line. The double-lane drive-thru has gotten shots out faster than ever, even with the distributor wearing a cow suit and handing out free portions of waffle fries. And those are the headliners for this week.
You tell him, Sam.
I just did, Joe.
Top 10 things you'll see at a Boone House show. Number 1. The guy who brings sparkling grape juice. Number 2. The guy who's had a class with one of the band members.
You know, I actually know Robert. Yeah, we had geography together.
What?
Geography!
My name is Stacy.
Number 3. The guy who's always trying to get a mosh pit going. Number 4. The gremlin that slows the show down.
Technical difficulties, but 15 minutes and we'll be ready.
Number 5. The groupie.
Yeah, I love Rawhide Mountain. Yeah.
Number 6. Your friend that uncovers dark, ancient secrets. Number 7. That one guy who is trying to relive his youth.
You know, I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers once in concert.
Who's that?
Don't say that.
Number 8. This dude. This dude is always there. Every time with a beanie and a dumb striped shirt.
Number 9. That is in life, demon of dreams, the vile read of innocence, speaker of shadows.
Number 10. A guy named Patrick.
Hi, I'm Patrick.
That's today's episode. Be sure to keep those notifications on. Next week, we'll talk to you about the top 10 ways to redeem yourself in the eyes of Cthulhu.
Safe driver? Hi, I'm Wholesome Sounding spokesperson, and I'm here to tell you that with all farm insurance, safe drivers can save up to 640%.
640%? How?
Are you a safe driver with nothing to hide?
I suppose so.
Well, now you can prove it with our new DriveSmart app. Just download DriveSmart, give it permission to use your location, camera, contacts, photos, and heart rate monitor, and you can start saving today.
Oh, cool. Wait, so what does the app do?
Well, it senses your driving behaviors to show us that you're not doing anything dangerous, like accelerating too quick or braking too hard.
What if something runs out in front of my car like a squirrel or something?
Those little nut jobs are asking for it. Run that thing over and save 35%. And while you're at it, save even more by avoiding trips after midnight.
What? You want me to stop driving at night? I don't need a curfew.
Yeah, buddy. I work the night shift. I gotta get around. Why should I be punished?
You're not being punished for doing it, you're just saving if you don't. Late night driving is statistically more dangerous, and that's just a fact.
Okay, what about speeding? Would you bother me for going 5 over?
Actually, you save 40% for every 5 under. Here at All Farm, we encourage you to drive like your grandma's grandma. Sure, you'll actually be the most dangerous person on the road as you disrupt the flow of traffic and cause irritated motorists to take evasive action. But society is so convinced that slow equals safe that you won't be blamed and we won't be liable.
So, what else should we avoid if we want to save money?
I'm glad you asked. Don't ever open your windows, play any music other than classical, carry passengers under the age of 25, or visit the south side of town, and you'll save 640%.
640% of what?
What we would normally charge you if you opt out of DriveSmart.
Ugh, capitalism.
That's the spirit. Free market enterprise is the enemy. If only we could eliminate our few competitors, and you would save even more.
Yeah, I guess I could go to Statewide Farmers or Nation State Farm or the General.
Yeah, but their apps aren't as cool as ours. Remember, safe drivers can save up to 640% with DriveSmart from All Farm.
All Farm Insurance. Your freedom is our liability.
Good morning, Patriots. It's 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. Do you know where your children are? Ladies and folks, we are living in dark times. Dark times, I'll tell you what. This is the darkest the times have ever been. Believe me. And listen up, because the times, they're about to get darker. 2 words. Mandatory vaccinations. They're coming for you, and they're coming for your kids, and your ex-wives, and your parents. Not your ex-wives' parents, because they're with them. They are the them that's coming. They're going to come, and they're going to come at you through your iPads, through your alimony payments, and your loud neighbors, and your low-fat potato chips that look just like regular fat potato chips you wanted to buy, but they hit the little low-fat sticker on there, and they deceived you. Now they'll try and tell you, they'll lie to you, and they'll say it's safe, and that it's good for you, but I have proof to the contrary. Alright, right here. Email from Dr. Fauci to Hillary Rodham Clinton at Outlook.gov. CC Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. BCC Jeffrey Epstein 2 at hotmail.com. I'll let that one sink in for a moment. Let's have a read here. Hey girlies, just wanted to give you a heads up about the vaccine sitch. Don't get it, because it turns everyone into frogs, just like as we discussed at the NWO meeting and the Chuck E. Cheese basement. All of these patriots, including Matt Country, will get very short and grow thick legs and long tongues for grabbing flies with to eat. They will be green and slimy, and we will laugh at them. Ha 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 ha. XOXO. Anthony Fauci. Can you believe that? Do you see what they're trying to do to us? Imagine one day you're barbecuing in your backyard like an American. Can you believe that? Can you believe they're doing that to us? Imagine one day you're in your backyard barbecuing like an American and life is good. Next thing you know, you're a dainty little reptile. Can't go to work and can't drive your truck, can't yell at your wife in Walmart. It's all gone because you got scared and letting them give you the shot. To help visualize how dire this situation is, I asked a very nice young man on DeviantArt.com to illustrate yours truly as a frog, just to see what we're facing. Look at that. Ain't that disgusting? Doesn't it just make you feel? Doesn't it make you feel things? It's just
fear. All the way down to your lap. Just, it's disgusting thinking about being so small and little. Everything else around you is so big. Cars, pets, human women. You have to look up at them like. But your neck would be too short. You'd have slimy little eyes on either side of your head. And you'd have to look up at them like this. But we'd prevail, because we're Americans. We don't give up. All of us frog patriots would come together and team up under my leadership. It wouldn't be easy. Leading never is. I would make the necessary sacrifices as your frog king. We'd need numbers. That would be my duty as frog king. I would lie with every frog woman until legions of tadpoles would spring forth from their loins. We would raise them as a community to be patriots just like their mothers and father. And one day we would go to war. We would take our country back from these communists and the baristas. It wouldn't be easy. It wouldn't be pretty. War never is. I'd be an old frog then. One of the first to fall, surely. My strongest frog son would hold me in his webbed hands as I drew my final breaths. I would tell him, when all this is done, to care for his frog kingdom, to raise sons stronger than he, in the same way I had done, to cultivate a people free of fear, so that this may never happen again. This week's Truth Shack broadcast is brought to you by Skull Weasel.
Have you ever received some very troubling news? Well, today's your lucky day. Let the reverse card take all of your problems away. For only $20, you can own your own handy-dandy real-life reverse card.
Good thing I brought my reverse card with me. Now you're the one with super herpes.
No. Let's hear some success stories from real-life happy customers.
I used my reverse card on the lady at the gas station who I got my pregnancy test from. Now she's the one carrying around my ex-boyfriend's child.
Almost a year ago, I was on vacation in China, and I came down with a really bad cough. Luckily, I just dropped my reverse card on the ground and immediately felt better.
Anyway, for a limited time, you can get 2 Uno reverse cards for only $35, or 14 monthly payments of $2.50. Call 800-111-1111 today.
Warning, do not attempt to use against another person who also owns a reverse card. This will create a never-ending loop leading to the development of a black hole and the destruction of our universe as we know it.